Welcome back, everybody, to your favorite day of the week.
What?
I had to wet my whistle.
Man, I was so tempted to wear a wife beater today.
You should have done it.
No, I have titties. That's not happening. Like,
See, but
once I sat
like,
down, no. As soon as I sat down and thought, man, like, that's a strong lesbian, I thought, ain't no way.
Let me ask you this.
Ain't no way.
Do you think there's a certain age where that, like, it doesn't matter? I'm just going to wear what I want regardless of how my body looks? Is there a certain age for that?
I think it's a mentality thing.
Or is it just a mentality?
Let me just say this. Joe Reyes is not there yet.
He's not there yet.
Yeah.
You see the people wearing the dirty white tank tops?
Brute.
Yeah.
Like,
And you're like, why?
Immediately you're like, drugs.
Can you almost respect their confidence though? Like, or respect the fact that they just don't care? Like, is
I
there a
respect
level
they don't
where
give
you
a
just
ish,
go,
but
yo,
I can't. That's like somebody wearing dirty socks and they're just like, I respect the game.
I
They
respect
stink, but hey, I feel you. I feel you to do what you do. You look at you just doing you. You don't even care.
I respect your dirty
I
sock
don't know
game.
about that.
That's serious. Yeah, I just you can't help but wonder, like, is there a certain age, or maybe just you get to a certain mindset where you're just like, I'm gonna wear it. I don't care.
I don't know.
I want to wear a white beater. I'm gonna wear a white beater, regardless of whether I got breasts or not. Right? I'm gonna wear it. Loud and proud.
I wish I could get to that state.
I'm not there. I'm like you, Joe. I'm not there. This is provocative for me. Like, this is too much right now. But it was hot today, so I had to take one button down. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll just giving some room for the Adam's apple.
I let it breathe.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think it's thick. That's a Granny Smith apple. That's a.
Hey, you know what they used to say when I was a kid?
Hey,
Nick, you know what they used to say when I was a kid?
What's that?
They got an Adam's apple, they're alcoholics.
Oh, is that what they say?
That's what they said. Like, the bigger the Adam's apple, the more alcoholic they were. Let me see.
Did you swallow more?
Are you sipping? You sipping? Dang, you sipping. I'm telling your wife.
Is that the thought process behind that? I
don't know.
I've
guess.
never heard that. I'm going to be honest.
I used to want one. I used to want a strong Adam's apple.
Like just a big, thick.
Like I would want it to be like, can you see it? You can see my hand? Look.
You gotta get that side profile.
There it is right there. It's right there.
That's throat.
Yeah. You move
that's
it.
just straight throat, bro. I'm sorry, dog. That's throat. That ain't. Oh, dang, Pat.
Yeah,
God,
you gotta
Pat.
flex it. You gotta flex it.
You just drop down like a.
That thing is goose. That thing's like.
Pat went like this. You see? How do you take it so low?
Neck, dude.
Why does it go so
giraffe neck?
Why does it go so low?
Pat got that wrestler's neck.
You know. You know.
Been pushed down.
You can't.
Duffed it down.
That's from all them headlocks. That's from years of headlocks.
That's how I don't pass out.
Just push it down.
You take that chin like this right here.
I just got good lighting on my throat bone. That's all.
Man, Pat, if you did that and you had plaid on, real. I know that guy. Like,
is that
do it again? Let me see it again. Nice.
Is that the guy from what's it called from Men in Black?
High school? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
It gives you the
just hand over the cat.
The old blockhead. Like
it does.
Like a Minecraft head.
Yeah.
You'll be able to tell because the way our recording system works. This is like had to make a copy of my ID because our company got bought out by another company and we're transitioning and all that stuff, the merger. I have to send my ID in. This is how my head looks on my ID shot.
Well, first of all,
takes up the whole square. True. And I'm like, dude, I got it whenever I have a picture made.
Wait, first of all, Pat, that's how you look
all the time
in person.
It's just like, you.
Like,
are y'all the type of guys that want to see your ID picture like immediately, and then we'll be like, "Can I take it again?"
I'll never want to take my ID.
You're just like, just take it.
I think it's a system that when you finally get your picture taken, you've put up with so much BS that you're just ready to leave. That way, they just be like, snap your picture and go.
ID pictures are the worst. Like, I've never had a good ID picture. Like, they're always like, I'm either making a face or they just the picture they take is just not
until you don't
good at all. So I just kind of sometimes I want to be like, can I do another? You know.
I think that the VA is masterful at taking terror faces. Like, bro, my military ID is brutal. Like, I never show it. I never show it. It looks like I just came out the woods.
I think I've seen it.
It's bad. It's bad. I cover. It's like you cover the face here.
Yeah, with your thumb.
That's me right there. Yeah.
There you go.
So it's just one of those good old things.
Just one of those good old things. So true.
Man, Nick, I thought you were going to go for full turtle today.
No, not today. Not today.
Never. You're never going to give me that Donatello.
Well, it's too hot for a turtleneck right now, man.
Just
no, not the turtle. No, remember the full shave.
Oh, the full shave.
Going full turtle.
Oh. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do y'all even listen to the podcast or?
I listen to them.
I thought you were talking about
it's just a lot.
Turtleneck too.
A turtleneck. When's the last time any of us ever wore a turtleneck?
But we talked about a turtleneck before. We did.
When?
That's why one of the earlier podcasts. See, you got.
What did we talk about? But what did we talk about last week?
Well, last week we talked about a lot.
We talked about going full turtle.
We talked about a lot of throats.
But we talked about going full turtle.
That's true. We did. I forgot. So that's apologies. My apologies.
That's real talk.
That's my apologies. Yeah. Right? There's a lot. We talked about a lot of good stuff. And if you want to find out what we talked about last week, you got to make sure you tune into the podcast in order to find out what we talked about. Don't be like me and miss out. Okay. So you want to go back and watch it if you haven't watched it. With that, let me just say real quick, I want to thank everybody that has continued to watch it. Summertime's coming up, so there's going to be a lot of traveling. So this is a really good time to get caught up on all the episodes and take us with you wherever you go. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like it, right? As they say, smash that thumbs up, right? And continue to give us a view and then continue to tell your friends about us because we want to grow and we want to grow with you, all right? So with that, you guys want to kick this thing off?
Sure.
True.
All right. Well, welcome back to your favorite day of the week. It's Tuesday, and of course, this is the podcast. With me, as always, is Joe Reyes and Patrick Price, and I am Nicholas Clemency. And let's get straight to it. Joel, kicking off with you, man. What is happening?
Not much, man. Just a good old Wednesday.
Good old Wednesday.
That's all. Yep.
Good old Wednesday.
Just having a good day. Just
Wednesdays.
Cruising.
In reality,
Wednesdays are our Tuesdays.
Podcast is Tuesday.
Truth.
Well, that's not a real day in 7 days.
It's the day we choose.
But yeah, exactly. There's
On
not
Wednesday.
Monday,
Yeah.
Released on Tuesday.
Monday,
True.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
True.
Thursday, Thursday, Friday,
Saturday.
Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday.
Those are sacred. Don't touch a weekend.
Oh, we don't touch weekends. Sorry.
We can't take. You can't. They never add to the days off.
That is
Are you
true.
crazy?
No,
They're
it's
gonna,
true.
if anything, it goes Friday, Sunday, Monday.
It would
Wouldn't
be.
wouldn't that suck so bad if all of a sudden they're like, we decided we're going to take away Saturdays and it's just going to be a Sunday through Friday week.
Yeah, there should be a holiday where you get 2 Saturdays in a holiday.
No, but what would you do with that?
I don't
if
know.
They just took the Saturday.
I would be sad.
I mean,
I'd be sad.
is that grounds for rioting or no?
I think so. I think we take to the streets with pitchforks and torches like back
I'll
in
be
the day.
pissed. Well, I don't
Yeah.
think we can get pitchforks anymore, so we'll probably just have forks.
They have them at low. I would just have little forks.
People are just gonna be out there with forks. This is bull crap.
Bring your table forks and your lighters. We're going picketing.
We're out here, and these people are crazy. They got their forks, and a couple of lighters. This is insane. Because you can't. I mean, who takes?
Burn the place down.
You know,
You hear my helicopter in the back?
I don't even know how to make a torch. You know, like, how do you make torches?
So
I know how to make it in Minecraft.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to make it in real life.
You're talking like the old school, like torch.
Like,
not
you
When
like-
need a
movies,
torch.
wait,
Yeah.
in movies, it's just so easy. They just
yeah.
they get a stick, wrap something around it, dip it in
Light it
some
on
glue,
fire.
and light it. I've seen. I mean, they dip it in like tree sap,
Trees-
bees, honeys. This
Beeswax.
is movies.
Beeswax.
Beeswax, water
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Just sometimes it's just everlasting. It never burns out ever.
Joel,
How does that happen?
Joel, you're so intuitive.
I just didn't know this. I feel like I got, like with these glasses though, I feel like I got a disguise thing on. My nose today is very disguised, like it's flatter and wider today. I think
Because
I
of
need to
glasses?
pop her up. Yeah, it's just like I'm wearing the mustache thing. Like if I take it off, maybe my nose and mustache will come off with the glasses.
I'll tell you what, the glasses are clean though.
Oh,
They look
I
good.
clean. I
They
just
look
cleaned them
clean.
with my shirt. I used the Star Wars shirt.
And
to
listen,
clean them up.
those are the real deal. I didn't realize, Joel, those are Foster Grants. Those are serious. Those are serious
know-
sunglasses, my friend.
They are definitely that. They say it on the side.
Step your game up.
And
Step
so
your game
I
up.
just feel good about them. I lost them, and guess what? You know they say when you lose something, if it comes back, it's yours. Guess
Yep.
what? These came back.
That's right.
Left them in a truck, and somebody in a truck pulled over and said, "Hey, kid, are these yours?" And I right there fell to my knees, cried. Nick got out of his truck and put them on my head.
That's right. Music played in the background.
I feel like you took them on purpose.
No, I feel like you left them on purpose, if you want to get technical.
I feel like maybe you was driving around wearing them.
I might have, or I might have not.
Just with
a fake mustache.
Fake mustache.
Trying to be you.
No, just not. Just pretending. Just talking junk. Trying to get me in trouble out in public.
Hey, I'm Joel. And
he's all, "I'm Joel and you suck." "I'm Joel Reyes and I'm stealing these.
Learn how to drive, loser. My name's Joel Reyes, by the way.
That's what you do. You know,
That's what I
just
do.
walk up to people. "I hate people like you. I'm Joel Reyes."
Yeah. You know what I do? I'll go around and go, "Hair's not real. I'm Joel Reyes. I'm really bald."
Dang, dude, why would you? If you would attempt that, that's some serious slander. If you would ever do that.
Oh, no.
You know, if you would ever do that, Nick, I would have to make up some crazy story about you.
Time out. My baldness would be slander? Is that how you really feel?
Saying that all of this is
not Pat. I'm bringing Pat in. I'm bringing Pat on. Pat, that sounds like he said my baldness. That's bald shaming. What are we doing here?
Can we explain?
I don't know.
Can I speak for me again? Can I get a moment?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Order in the court. Order in the court. Joel?
Defense has a moment.
Defense, speak your piece.
I was not saying or insinuating or dissing those of the bald kind. Okay, turtle kind.
There we go.
No,
there we go.
No. Okay. All I'm saying.
How did you say nay?
Nay, not today. So all I'm saying now is that you insinuating that I had no hair. That this
would be slander. Oh, the act
would be
of
slander. The act of even imaginarily shaving me.
Right.
Offends me.
Wonder how many times you've been imaginarily shaved.
I think
more than you ever know. More than you really want to know.
I think we've snuck. I think we've snuck into it as nightmares just now. You know what I mean? Just wake up, dude.
Hey.
Oh no, God!
Hey, someone comes up and they go, "Man, I was just thinking, like, how great would it be to shave you?" What? You want to shave me?
What part?
The whole me, all of me. Turn me into just.
Let me ask you this, Joel.
That's a damn tag.
Let me ask you this: if somebody were
a meat missile, a hot dog man,
if somebody were to kidnap you today and they held you for ransom and they called me up and they said, "Listen, we have your friend. If you don't pay us $50,000, we're going to shave him bald in the next 24 hours." Like, would you expect us to pay that $50,000? Like, would you be disappointed if we were like, take the hair?
It just depends on what kind of friend you are.
Yeah.
Depends on what kind of friend you are. It's not on me. I know what I would do for you.
Well, it's not a whole lot.
That's what you shouldn't do.
If anything, if they said, "Joe Reyes, we have your friend. Either pay us $50,000 or we'll put hair back on his head in the next 24 hours."
No, they want that. They want to. You want that. You want that hair on.
Do I? Do I? Maybe I'm happy with where I'm at.
No.
Whoa!
I bet you. Listen. I'm a liar. Listen, I bet you, Nick. Listen, I bet you.
Whoa!
I bet you. I bet you put shirts on your head. You know what I'm talking about? Like where the neck is around here. And he goes up and he's like, "Babe." He goes, babe. Just imagine, babe, please. Babe.
What if I flew?
You know what I'm talking about, Nick? When you put the shirt on your head?
You know what? I'm not laughing because it's true. I'm laughing because you want it to be true.
How absurd. How absurd.
And what if I do put shirts on my head? Okay, so what if I do? Okay, can I live my own truth?
That you, Nick? I mean, this is how you're Joel.
Yeah, look at Karen right there. That's cute, bro. Hey, no, Nick, no. I bet you sometimes you're like you find your daughter's washable markers and you draw different hairstyles.
I do not. Okay, that's too far.
That's way too far. No BS, Nick. You pull off the look.
Oh, absolutely. It's just
I had no choice.
No,
I'm just telling. Like, dude, it's what could be worse is that you're stuck with that look and you can't pull it off. And you try.
I know many of those guys.
Because we've seen people like that. Yeah,
That's true.
There's many people out there.
I appreciate
by
it.
choice and
There
by.
are some people that actually look good with the half hair.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
people can pull it off.
Like, how do you pull?
Like,
what
no
kind of head
lie.
do you? Wait, what kind of head do you have? That a giant forehead, like plowing through your hairline, and then you just have canyons of hair around it. You're just surrounded.
My question though is
how do you look good that way?
I feel like you have to be over 60. You have to be over 60.
No. There's some people who are not over 60.
Uncle Phil.
They're in their 40s,
Phil
man.
pulls it off.
They're in their 30s and 40s, like just with the
My
roundabout.
dad used to rock it.
Yeah. Mean Gene, from wrestling. Mean Gene rocked a good roundabout. Yeah.
Imagine this, Nick. But you're balding right here, so you got your nice fluffies here.
Yeah.
But every day before prep, you got to shave the ocean.
Do you know what that cut is?
Shave the ocean.
Do you know what that cut is called, Joel?
Tell me.
The cul-de-sac.
Oof.
That's literally it's called the cul-de-sac.
Nick, would you like the cul-de-sac?
Because it's a roundabout. It's just, and then you go back out, right? You go out. You go out the way you came in.
How about this, Nick?
Yeah.
I get the tattoo. Live by the hee-hee. Die by the hee-hee.
Right.
Finger knuckles up. Right?
Right.
Knuckles up. Finger knuckles.
I got to rock the finger knuckles. Yeah.
So live by the hee-hee. Die by the hee-hee.
Right.
But for a full year, because I'm going to live with that, right?
Sure.
You got to rock
the cul-de-sac. I
got
to rock the cul-de-sac. For that kind of money, I wouldn't care. I honestly wouldn't care. I would have a rockin' bod, and then I would have a rockin' cul-de-sac up top.
Nick, so once I get rich, I'm getting in shape.
I'm getting
just
in shape.
wait.
No,
just
I'm not,
wait.
Then we have
definitely not waiting for that. I got to get back on it sooner than later.
Nick, so I'm just gonna pay somebody. I'm gonna have my arms hanging from a chain, and someone's gonna turn the treadmill on, and they're gonna move my legs.
Yeah.
They do sit-ups for you. They just move you in and out.
They just move my body around all day long.
We got to give it to you.
Yeah. He's got to talk like that, too. If he doesn't talk like that, I'm a fire.
Look at the gigolo. There you are, Super Joel. It's the gigolo, man.
Just all day. I don't move.
Today he says, today as I'm leaving, he goes, you got to have a good weekend, huh? You going to get it? You going to get it? Joel, he calls me Joel the Gigolo.
He's like a character in an Adam Sandler film.
Dude, he is. He goes, how many girlfriends you have, man? I was like, I have one wife. He goes, no, not at your house.
Oh,
not at your house, man. I talk about. He
wow.
says, no, how many girlfriends? It's not your wife. How many girlfriends you have, man? I was like, I have one wife, bro. I said, I got one wife.
He wants to live your life. He wants to live your life.
He says, no, you are a gigolo. No.
Gigolo
like, how can you tell me I'm lying? Like, how does that work?
You are whore.
Gigolo Joel.
Look at you, prostitute.
Yeah. Straight so prostitute. Of this,
just for the record, nobody
you're a
ever looks at
man
me
of the
and says that.
streets.
The other guy, the other new guy, Juan Pablo is his name. What a good name. That's strong.
Hello.
JP. I wouldn't go by JP's terrible sound. Like, you don't go by initials that are JP.
I mean, if you have a name like Juan
JP,
Pablo.
AJ, RJ.
I don't know his last name. I'm assuming it's not Pablo. So I'm assuming his name is Juan-Pablo something.
Hernandez Sanchez. Yeah. Sanchez
yeah,
Hernandez.
So at least two more names.
Garcia Estevez. Yeah.
At least two more. Right. So him and me, so he's my new buddy now. He's my ride along. It's like we ride together. But he's super smart, right? He's 39 just like we are.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So take these out.
Uh-oh, it's getting serious.
So yeah, no, he's 39.
Show us his eyes.
He's 39 like we are now. But his English is like, it's way worse than Dorian's. Like, way worse. I mean, we basically sign language each other. Just
it didn't get better with age.
Clicks and clacks, nooks and knacks. Like, we really do. We do the, I get the, like we do that stuff. We make all the noises.
Survive. Survive.
And today, like we have a real language barrier, bro. We use Google Translate.
That's what you got to do. That's
It's brutal. Like
technology.
Why have they not invented though? Like in Star Trek, like like you put 2 earbuds in, and whatever language you're speaking, it picks up and translates
automatically.
They do have that.
It automatically.
Why? I mean, I need that. I need that
Amazon.
for the construction. I need that now.
Every day.
Because I thought about getting them for the
Japanese.
Japanese, yeah.
Yeah. Do they eat a lot of hibachi? No, they don't have flat irons everywhere.
They like burgers, man.
They're like
pull it out of their bag
in the green room. In the green room, he's like, "Oh, what's this? Cut your mouth, Patrick."
Burgers, and Chipotle.
Joe, he's all king, ching, ching, king, ching, 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 king, king. What you want, king, ching, ching, king. Here comes the train, choo, choo, choo.
The train. Patrick, it is your birthday? He's all, yeah. I'll show you some. Oh, dude. That's great.
Wonton, ching, 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 king, king.
Do you want shrimp? Shrimp.
Rice, ching, 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 ching.
Did you remember?
But the
when there
problem
used to
is
be,
the problem right there is though, like you go, especially at Soho's, they're all Mexican. There's not too many.
That's a fact.
Not too many hibachi guys that are Asian or Japanese.
fact.
They're all eccentric Mexicans. You know what I'm saying?
The funny thing is
they're perpetrating.
So at the gas station over at the corner where they have the food truck.
Yeah.
Right. So we were chatting. I swear to you, I get told every day how un-Mexican I am. Every day. Like, it is demoralizing.
On a scale from like 1 to this.
I'm about to commit, like, race suicide. I'm just going to be a white dude. I ain't Mexican no more. What are you? I don't know.
You can't do it.
I'm just something.
You're not
I'm
allowed,
something.
brother. You're not allowed.
Something. Oh, they'll take me. This English is
I'm not
strong.
saying they won't. I'm not saying they won't. But
And I'm a veteran. They want that.
They do.
You know?
They do.
I got a white wife.
She's not. She is, but she ain't, but she is.
Oh, she's white. I got a chola-looking white girl.
You do.
How strong is that? You know?
Serious.
Not Mexican at all, but I digress.
Yeah. So you're less Mexican every time.
Every day someone tells me about how I'm not Mexican. Like, so anyways, ordering food over there, and we're just chit-chatting with the guy. First off, he looks Chinese. Like, he looks Asian. And I'm like,
what kind of food truck is it?
Mexican food.
Mexican food truck, yeah.
So, and that's so funny you said that. And so, can you not talk so loud? Okay, good Lord. Like, you literally.
Learn how to whisper on a helicopter?
Tell you. So, I'm like, okay, hold on.
Did you learn how to whisper on a
the
helicopter?
TV, everything's going off all of a sudden. Anyways, God dang, just kill a story. I mean, just unbelievable. No respect.
You're at the Mexican.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You're at the food truck.
You're at the food truck.
Finish what you're saying about the food truck.
So, anyways,
Asian
I'm ordering
work?
food, and we're talking.
Asian.
He's like, I was like, oh, I'm Mexican. He's like, oh, what part of Mexico are you from?
Oh.
I was like, California. And he's like, yeah, that's Mexican. I'm like, oh, my God. Well, yes, I am.
If you
So then he's like, so then he gives me, he just tells me, I'm Mexican. I'm from blank, blank, blank. Tells me the states he's from.
Wow.
Rubs it in a little bit.
Did he go super accent when he was naming off?
No, he had an accent. He had an accent off the rip. But then
off the rip. But did he get like?
No. And he goes, I know I look Asian, but I'm Mexican.
But like, did he get thicker as he was naming off like Joso de Rio?
Oh, his English is bad.
Tijuana.
It's
Guadalajara.
No, it struggles from the get.
Oh, well then, yeah, there you go.
Everything is hala hala.
Yeah, hala hala.
It's tough.
Everything is an Arabic war cry. Hala hala.
Yeah, hala hala.
Hala hala hala.
So before I leave, I tell him, I say, hey man, this food's good. Don't let nobody tell you Asians can't make Mexican food.
Don't change a thing.
Got him.
Easy.
Smash. One thing I can't handle, man, I've been dealing with this working with a couple of the guys I work with, is funky breath. Breath is strong. Breath is something, like you can't look past bad breath.
You really can't.
That's true.
It's like, I really, and when it's bad, you end up like, it gets in you.
You inhale it.
Like, I start to worry that my breath's going to be bad now because you're talking to me, but I swear your breath has a thickness to it that almost comes at my mouth like a straw.
Yeah, that's
it is
called
guiding.
Yeah, that's called secondhand bad breath. Just like secondhand cigarette smoke, and you get secondhand bad breath.
That's a shotgun. That's a shotgun.
He's a breath shotgun.
Like he's blown it in there. And it's a struggle for me because I really like him. But as we're talking, I'm like,
your face is melting.
I know he sees my face because I'm like we start off making eye contact, and then my nose starts to go, like it just wants to suck itself closed, like it just wants to shut down, right? So then I'm like, I start to kind of move as I talk so that it hits my cheek, but I can still feel it. It's so stinky, like I can feel it hitting my cheek. The breath,
this is
just
heat,
smacking me. Do
you have to take like the short breaths?
No, I can't stop breathing. I just feel like I'm dying.
Nick knows those breaths from walking into hospital rooms.
Let me tell you, man, it is probably
funky.
Like I think that's the question I was going to ask you guys today. Let me ask you this question, okay? Mm-hmm. So last week it was farter or snorer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. This week we're going to ask bad breath or really bad BO.
Ooh.
Like I've smelled some girl BO that smelled like she's just cutting onions. Like there's little things living in the armpits, just shredding up some onions. Like girls can have foul armpits, you know. But bad breath is just like sticky.
That's a hard one, man, because everything is above the waist at this point. You know what I mean? Like it's above and below, but like if you go in for a hug or a kiss, like it's gonna hit you at some point in time. But if you think about point of scale, I would probably say BO before bad breath.
I don't know. Okay.
Now listen.
Who told? No, you time out.
Okay, let me continue. And here's why I say this, right? Because BO can be mild, but bad breath can be deal breaker.
We're talking about if we're talking about stank breath, we're talking about stank BO. Like I'm
gonna be honest with you. I want out of this game. I don't want either. If we're gonna get real,
nope. Okay, here's the thing. You've been married to this lady. All of a sudden, she takes some medicine. Everything changes. Something chemically goes wrong.
Oh, her pH balance is off.
Your wife is either gonna get foul funk breath that you're gonna be sucking on, kissing on, or you're gonna get that strong B-ho-ho coming out of that. You know. Like, which one are you taking?
Fine, I guess I'm going with the breath. I don't want either, to be honest, but I guess if I have to, it's going to
If I have to go with one, I'm going to go with breath.
It's going to have to be the breath.
I think I would go with BO. I would just make her wear layers.
I mean,
wait a minute. You judged me when I said BO, and then you said BO. You know what,
I just asked for clarification on why you wanted BO.
I just feel today,
there was no pressure. No, there was no pressure.
Triggered. Okay,
I don't stand for the BO. Like I don't stand for the BO.
Do. I will stand with the women and say that I feel like that women's armpits stink sometimes because if you've ever shaved your armpits, they get sweaty and
sorry.
Wouldn't know anything about that one.
Super fast.
What's that like?
Yeah.
What's that like?
And you're gonna have spots in every t-shirt that you wear.
Well, the reason I say breath is because if we're gonna get technical, down below can get way worse than up top.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We're talking about all of the BO. We're talking about.
Just depends on which mouth's breath you want to smell the worst.
That's true. That's true. Which lips you gonna kiss? Okay,
yeah,
that's what it comes down to.
And you can get away with forehead kisses.
You know, forever.
I mean, forever.
Hey, here you go.
What if she's a kisser? What if she's like she's a kisser, babe? I really want to make out.
Give me one right there. Give me one right there. Daddy, give Daddy one right there. Okay, have a good day.
That's the worst. I think
listen,
it's hard.
That is a bad game.
So you're saying you would tongue down some halitosis? Is that what you're saying, Joe? Like,
I'm saying I'm taking BO.
Oh.
He's still taking the BO.
All right, let's do this. If you're listening, all right, leave us a comment down below. All right, you got a choice. One. Are we going to say one for bad breath, two for BO? One for bad breath, two for BO. So if you're listening, leave us a comment. Let us know like where you're going to go.
Do you think that, like, say she's licking on your neck? You think it's going to leave that?
Of course it is.
It's going to leave it.
You think it's going to leave that thunder breath right?
Yeah, and somebody else is going to smell it, and they're going to be like, "Bro,
slapping you,
bro, your neck's stank."
Like this. It's a slap, thunder breath right there is what we call that.
Bro, you're going to have a green hickey.
What you wipe your neck on?
What is that, bro? What is that? What you do? Rub some egg salad in your neck?
She's all, it's just residue.
This Walking Dead.
I've seen. Let me tell you this. I have seen some really pretty women that had some foul breath.
Yes, indeed.
And it was 100%. I thought, at first you're like, it's a bad day. Maybe she just had some. What did she eat? I could look past. But 3 days in, and it's there every day.
3 days in, it's still a sin.
That
They got a bad tooth.
That howl is atrocious.
She got a bad tooth.
Once they take it out, she's good. It's just that bad tooth. It's just
we gotta
rotten.
figure out what's going on in there.
It's
man.
a rotten.
You ever see Flavor of Love?
Yes.
He was right there. He's all, listen, I don't know what you got going on in there, a bad tooth or something. He's like, but your breath. He's like, I'm giving you a rose, I'm going to keep you. He's like, but you got to figure it out.
Yeah, fix that. Yeah. No,
that is fixed.
Well, I guess technically
thickness,
you
man.
could go nose blind to bad breath.
I don't think so.
Don't think so? Is that one of those things?
Because you eat it. Like when that guy, listen, when he talks to me, like I smell it and I feel it right here.
It's in there. It's deep.
Like not externally either. Like 100% internal.
Now your breath stinks because his breath stinks.
Like it's
I
going
know.
to my stomach.
I know if we had infrared, it would be like
lit up. It would be
like this.
lit up.
Like all up in me, all down and in me.
It'd be thermonuclear. That's insanity. Yeah, man.
So I would take
that's
BO.
tough.
You almost lose respect for somebody whose mouth is that foul. You know what I mean? Like I can't respect you.
What if you were born like that? Like I said, what if it was a medication?
That'd be
like
different. That'd be different. Like that'd be different if it was medical or if there was an issue.
Would she
You know what
take
I mean?
offense? Like, would she take offense if you come in, you're like, "Hey, babe, look, Pat, look,
Just plug them up.
You're just all plugged up. All, hey, babe, what do you? Oh, you could get clear ones. There
you
that
go.
Just fit in your nostril. Like there's quarter size, like little dimes.
Yeah, and
they're
they just go
clear
up in there.
And she don't even got to know. But then you don't ever get to smell the world.
Yeah.
that sucks.
Look, but that'd be
It's like, well, no, that won't work. I was about to
that
say,
would
have
be
you seen the thing
one
you
heck of a
stick
commercial. You know what I mean? Does your mate have stinky breath? Are you tired of smelling what they smell? Well, now we've got Nose Goes, the new product that helps the goes away.
What the hell, Atosius?
That's how atrocious.
What the?
super hell atrocious.
Yeah, it's thick. It's like milk breath is bad, but if someone had it on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So, anyways, moving on.
Well, you think about the food that makes your breath smell. Like I think garlic is like probably the most pungent thing that you can eat. Garlic, curry, like that constant. That mixed with fecal matter is usually.
Do you think about like when you eat that stuff? Do you think about your breath stinking?
I do. Yeah, I do.
I don't.
Do you guys like donuts?
I love donuts.
But how about
You got some
donas?
Oh,
Do you guys like donases?
I
trying
really
to
like
announce
those.
your
They're
Mexican
very good.
heritage.
Bimbo donas. Do you have some donuts? Like this is like you speak in the Spanish. You guys got some donuts? Like
You guys want to get a dozen donuts?
it's 100%. Like this is Spanglish right here.
Hey, you trying to go by? Hey, you trying to go by Dunkin's and get a dozen donuts? Oh, you don't like Dunkin's? Okay, maybe.
Are they like mini donuts?
Krispy
They're
Kremes?
not mini. Oh no, I thought they were small. But
That's full size. That's not pretty.
This is
That's
and
that's like a little Debbie powdered.
they're a little bit wet. They're a little bit wet, which is weird. Like I don't know if that's what Mexicans do.
bit wet?
I'm white now, so I
Have
don't
you ever
know.
tasted it before?
That's sour. That's kind of sour. That's weird.
Sour? Is it sourdough?
Is there supposed to be sugar on it?
What flavor is it? Is it tres leches flavor?
It's sugar donuts. Here's a salt. Maybe they got confused. Maybe Juan Pablo was in there like.
When you add salt, it's a biscuit. That's what that is. Yeah. You tearing it up though, bro. Like you are going.
I mean,
to
it's
town
in my
on that
nature.
now.
I got no choice.
You're going to town. Hey, you and
I
that
hate it, but I
donuts.
gotta eat it.
You got a thing going on right now.
Donuts is good.
Wear that donuts out.
This is turns into mush in there
Straight in.
Now you got me interested.
on a
Where'd
scale
you get it?
at the corner store.
Oh,
On a
Yeah.
scale. I mean,
Pat doesn't know. Pat doesn't know about the corner store. He don't live in our neighborhood. But the
I do know
scale of
the
1 to
corner
10.
Okay,
I know the store you are talking about. Right there across from Modell.
Yeah, and it's got like the there's the Mexican place there. So on a scale
a little
of 1
black
to 10,
food truck, like the black colored food truck. Yeah,
it is.
That's where you get fried Oreos.
Ooh, they got fried Oreos there.
Speaking of which, Pam made some fire fried Oreos. All right, back on subject.
These are not. I wouldn't like these.
How many you get in a pack?
You get 4. It's worth the deal. It's a good deal.
You get 4 donuts in a pack?
Or no, you get 4 donases.
Oh, donuts. It's plural. Sorry.
Don't ask how many
donuses.
You just get
Hey, I'll save you 2.
Okay.
Whoa, they're heavy. Good Lord.
It's a rock. It's
a paperweight right there, buddy.
Gotcha. So, Pat, before you came back on our pre-break, we were talking about just some recent movies, and Joel actually had a really good idea because
Here it is.
like there's not enough sports movies, and so we figured we would take a sports movie and a love story. And Joel, I'm gonna let Joel pull it out because it's pretty genius.
So it's a story. You know, it's an all-American love story. Boy meets boy on the football field.
Okay.
You know, just joking around, slapping girdles. Not girls, girdles.
Girdles.
You know, one day you slap too hard and you end up thinking falling for each other, but it turns out it's the quarterback and the center.
Yeah.
The quarterback and center fall in love, so the movie is called QB Sneak. Because they keep it a secret.
The love story you thought you never needed. This summer, love on the football field is
I'm just
quarterback sneak.
I'm just a boy who loves another boy and loves playing football.
Listen, Brian, we got to go to the playoffs, but they say we can't stay together. What are we going to do?
I'll always be your center. Hey, he goes like this. He goes, what do we, they're in the huddle and they're like, we need 1 yard. It's 4th down and there's 3 seconds to go. Do it. Do what? Run right up my beep. You know? And then they're all like,
he's all, take it right up the middle, Chuck.
He goes, and everybody else is like, you guys always go there. You know, like it's like
you thought Brokeback was only in the mountains?
Like they don't buy into it.
Brokeback comes to the gridiron.
The other teammates don't buy into it. Heck no.
They're all sitting around like, gross, bro. Ew.
You guys' favorite play every time.
It's love.
Quarterback sneak.
It's love 1 yard at a time.
I know if you're in front of me, I'll get where I need to go.
I'll always protect your balls.
Whoa.
Ball.
It's all about ball protection.
Did he just say balls?
Don't worry.
Ball.
I'll never fumble your balls.
I get one.
Right? Like he never fumbles.
It's another fumble recovery.
Yeah. There he is. That's a love story I want to see.
Yeah.
You know, like
listen,
two strapping young lads,
strong,
you know, long snapping to each other for fun.
Hey,
ready, set, yikes!
You know they go in for the high five, but somehow they end up kissing. Oh,
they do. Yeah,
my
they
bad.
do.
My fault. That was totally.
Was that on you or was that on me?
What are you doing? Do it again.
You know, 1 yard at a time.
That's 1 yard at a time.
We got 100 of them.
Quarterback sneak in theaters. In theaters, August 27th.
I mean,
just in time for the NFL kickoff.
You know, summertime is around the corner. And
it is.
I was thinking that wouldn't it be fun to talk about maybe the stuff that we used to do as kids in the summer? Like, what did you get excited for?
Yeah.
Nick, I know your mom probably locked you up, put you in the room. She said, you ain't coming out till August 29th. Okay, don't look at me without laughing. You gotta laugh. Okay.
No, sir, I went to Florida, thank you. I did have a...
Just kidding.
I went to go see my dad, okay? I went to go see my dad.
Oh, my God.
It sent me to Florida.
So when you we were kids.
We hung out during the summer. Come on.
I know. I'm just kidding. I was joshing you.
You were.
You know, see that joke? Look. Just giving you the old
Little ring around the rosy there. All right.
That is 100% a real term right there. Like, remember I told you that story of an English class when I was in high school.
Yeah.
My English teacher was very nice, kind.
Yeah.
And she said something funny to me, and she said it, and she looked at me, Pat, and she goes, and I was like, whoa. What does she want to do?
Where were you? In middle school?
No, in high school. High school. I was like, I'm finna get A's.
Hey, I'm a straight A student, but somebody's going to get a D.
Turns out. Yeah.
Somebody give me one in the chat.
That's a phrase. So
that's for me.
It means I'm joking. Like,
yeah, that's giving the old.
Just getting you. That's another thing. See, throating. Yeah, I'm joking.
See, it's all dirty.
People are dirty.
People are dirty, man. People are.
Can we just have words?
They're words.
I mean, can we just enjoy a good phrase without it being?
They have meaning. Words have meaning. And you have to use them with the intent in which they are used.
True.
That was a double entendre.
Yeah, our generation, as soon as someone says something that can be taken the wrong way, we're all like,
it's true. It's very true.
I enjoyed like playing in sprinklers.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time. It was.
Pat, how about late night sleepovers, throwing water balloons, and somebody ended up in the hospital?
Oh, yeah.
Who was that, Chris? Yeah, so, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
I enjoyed going to, we used to go to camp. Camp was always a good time.
Yeah. How about some backyard wrestling? Huh?
Backyard wrestling.
Those nights? Summer nights and backyard wrestling.
Old pictures.
Let's go.
Maybe slip and slide.
That's a good one.
Slip and slide.
Slip and slides are great until you do it where there's rocks.
That's very true.
And that is like that's a lighter upper.
I was about to say, you have to be selective. You have to be very selective.
Hey, you ever get too bold and you take off? You ever take off and you jump too high and you land on your stomach? So now look, you can't breathe the whole way. You know,
you just slide
rolling. And you get to the end, like you gotta go in and up. Like, you gotta be smart. You can't. And the first time I did it, I thought, I'm rolling, taking off, books, flew, boosh, right on my stomach, just shot my whole solar plex up.
But when you think about it, though, right, you got to think too. Like back in our day, and like we're super old, but back in our day, our commercials were tied to our summertime, man. When you heard slip and slide, like you had to go get a slip and slide, man. Sock and boppers. Super soakers,
sock
like
and boppers.
All of that, bro. You know what I mean? We used to tear each other up.
Not get hurt with sock and boppers.
Huh?
People, because fun-filled airbags.
Summertime cookouts. I remember when we used to have family reunions in the summer. We don't even have those anymore, man.
I never had those.
You never had a family reunion? Oh, man.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Pat, you have family reunions, Pat?
Yeah, I did.
Pat, do white people do shirts like black people do?
No. I don't think
the Price family this year.
No, sir. That's
the 85th Price family reunion.
White
the Hezekiah Walker 85th family reunion down at Bakers Creek Park.
Or Nick at the Armory, number 34.
Number 34, huh?
The VA club. What are those VA clubs there?
The ones we went to. Oh,
yeah.
White people family reunions is always a shelter at a park.
Nice. That's
and
real.
It's always like grilling hamburgers and hot dogs. And
white people also bring casserole to barbecues.
Yep.
White people,
they call it. But see, y'all call it grilling. We're going to grill this weekend. Whereas black people, we going to have a barbecue.
See, that's what we say. But Dad, you really just walk up here and burp like a freaking disgusting dragon.
And that was brought to you by Ernest Reyes.
Just my wife's right here. Like, that's just now you announce yourself. Must be some. Is that some old Mexican tradition?
Yeah, he's a rude boy.
That you related it
that
to
was
a dragon.
I would rather you fart than hear that. That was.
I don't know about that.
My dad tries to silent fart, like you don't fart ever anymore. He gonna blow up one day.
Hey, when you hit a certain age, son, you just don't break wind. You break wind.
Hey, what you don't know,
it's called breaking wind.
Hey, what you don't know is sometimes I'll sit by your door for hours with my ear to it, just listening to all the farts that you rip all night.
It's a little creepy.
You pretend that you don't fart, but I'll be sitting down there with my stethoscope playing fart doctor, and I'll be catching you.
Fart doctor.
with your abacus, just counting.
Hey, let me tell you what. I spy with these two brown eyes.
Right.
Ernie downstairs tooting it up, pretending like you don't fart.
Striking up the band. Just
I don't think any human being does not fart at night.
I agree,
Every human.
But there are many humans that pretend like they don't fart.
Yeah.
There are a lot.
You know?
There are a lot. For a long time, girls didn't fart. Now all of a sudden,
My dad
rip.
said he could turn all his farts silent just by thoughts.
Oh, it's just an internal button.
He says, no, thank you. No, thank you. Mentally, he says, no noise. And then it goes,
just a gust.
like, that's power. That's power.
But some of those silent ones are those are more sketchy than the loud ones.
Bro, those SBDs are vicious. Those
You know
are
what
the
he
ones
says to me? I say,
you don't know what's coming out of those.
I say, teach me. He says, never.
Selfish.
Never.
Selfish.
His power is not handleable.
Selfish.
What a strong.
Won't teach you Spanish and won't teach you how to SBD. That's selfish. Yeah. Listen.
You know what I'm gonna do? Next time you're on a phone call, Dad, and you're on speakerphone, I'm gonna walk in and just
let her rip. Let her rip.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's just what I do. You're a burper. I'm a fart.
Huh? Just gonna.
Can't be both. You got to be one or the other.
I'm definitely a farter.
I know you are. We all know that. You can see it on your face. You got one of those faces that says "I fart."
See it in your face.
You got a farter's face for sure, Pat.
I do.
You look at Pat, you go, "Dang!" I know what. Yeah. Ripping.
Oh yeah, like if you smell a fart on a plane, it's definitely me.
I know.
Yeah, that's how dare you? How dare you, terrorist?
I do.
Never.
It's a terrorist act.
I do.
Never.
Lock him up.
True statement is before I get on a plane, I just unleash as much gas as I can.
How do you do that? What is that? Your power? Like watch this.
Yeah.
God, you guys are weird. You and my dad just hanging out, just coming up with weird ways. It's all farts.
Nick's got it down. That's exactly what I look like before I get on a plane.
What I do, Pat, is I take a Downy softener and I wear whitey tighties and I schnuck it right there.
I'll filter
so
it.
then randomly someone go, "What's that wonderful smell?" And I'm like,
a gust.
I don't know.
I would claim it. If it smells that good, I'd be like,
that's me. Smell my ass.
That is I. That is I.
You're welcome.
Hold on. Get up on a chair and just stick your butt in his face.
I apologize for this whole side. My dad come up here burping like that.
Matter of fact, I would say, would you like another?
Dang, what a dick. What a move by 60. See, that. Remember you asked about when do you get to the point where you don't care? 66. 66. We just found that out.
What's he wearing right now? Is he wearing
those
a
old
white
school
beard? Or is he
boxers.
wearing the old C? There you go.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
The boxers say a lot about a man. We just found out what kind of man wears those boxers.
Right.
Freaking
a manly man.
No wonder they last so long. He don't fart.
They're
brand new forever.
Nothing's wearing them down. Right?
Oh man, just so odd. I can't believe he did that. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Back to what we were talking. Where were we at?
I don't know. Can't remember. We were deep until we got disturbed by Ernest Reyes. Yeah, I don't know.
Until the burp dragon came up and disrupted the podcast.
Dang, that fool walked up in here.
Did flames come out of his mirrors? Like, what the heck, bro? Like, what is happening?
I tell you, sometimes he is also a victim of bad breath. He drinks coffee. It doesn't mix well.
Yeah.
I think it's an old person thing. Like coffee and mouth does not go well.
Just don't mix. Yeah.
Just coffee and mouth. No, thank you. I love it. I love coffee. I drink coffee every day.
My tolerance for coffee is getting outrageous. Like I used to only be able to drink. If I drank 2 cups of coffee in a full day, I'd get a ridiculous headache.
I have a question. about coffee. So a lot of people say they drink coffee and it makes them have to excessively poop. I don't have that problem. Is that? I don't know. Is that a thing?
It depends
or is
on
it
what
just
I ate the night before?
Yeah, but I don't think it's a thing for me
people would be
anymore.
like, "Oh, I drink a lot of coffee and now I gotta take a dump." Like I don't have that problem. Like it is. Did you have that issue when you drank a lot of coffee?
I mean, I didn't start drinking coffee till I was like 30.
So
I
just wondering.
Let me tell you,
when I first started, I did.
Well, and I'm not a heavy drinker, but I have probably about 2 cups in the morning. But like, and maybe it's a woman thing. And most of the time I'm hearing it from women saying like, "Oh,
it is a woman
that
thing.
coffee just went right through me." Like I don't have that issue. I don't know. It's just weird that coffee would
For me, it's water, coffee, soda, juice. It makes me poop.
Everything. I'm like you. Everything.
Oxygen makes me poop.
I breathe.
It's like, is it the coffee?
Oh man,
no, it's
breath today.
The coffee. It's just me.
Gotta get poop.
Oh, breathing ran right through me. Oh my god.
It's just.
I just had to.
But dude,
I inhaled.
Like legit. So I started drinking coffee when I was 30, and that was like one is because I was doing the intermittent fasting. Mm-hmm. And like black coffee when I worked at the hospital, the S&D like coffee that was like just black, no cream, no sugar, no nothing, was so delicious.
Just a good old cup of Joe.
I would drink it. Yeah, I drink water and a cup of coffee, and every morning. And now, like legit, I'll wake up, I'll drink 2 cups of coffee when I start my work day, and then I'll drink another cup at like 1:00, and then I might drink another cup before we do the podcast, like later in the evening if I got a lot of stuff to do. 4 cups of coffee in a day.
I'm more.
There might be an energy drink thrown in there.
Yeah, I'm more of a tea drinker. I would prefer to drink tea.
I wish I could drink tea.
Days. I got these 2. Me and Joel went yard selling. I got these sweet elephant mugs. I got to bring you your mug, by the way. I got these sweet elephant mugs. They're awesome, and so now it gives me over a reason to drink my tea in the morning, or take it with me. But I love my elephant tea cups. They go
nothing
when I drink through them.
Nothing like drinking out of an endangered animal's
That's right.
head.
Oh, his body.
I love him. It's pure body right there.
Just drinking out of his body.
You should make a man cup like that. It's a whole person's body with a hole in it. You just drink out.
They make those
out the back.
They make those booty
like
those booty mugs.
Have you ever seen the front of a ship?
Yeah, where
you know what I'm talking about? Like the old Viking ships where it'd be like a lady, like
they're on the front.
So I'm thinking that's what we should do.
Yeah, just drink. Yeah. Oh, the body. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, body cup. It's like this, and you got the arms like this.
Yeah,
and they're just you hold them.
We should commission John for one of those. He's a sculptor.
Right. You gotta have cheeks though. You gotta have cheeks.
Oh, you got a full body experience,
and then back thigh.
The only issue is what if it's a male? It's a problem. That's a serious issue.
You gotta drink from the nozzle. you gotta slurp from the straw, buddy. The male ones don't have an opening. They don't have a mouth spot. You gotta drink it or don't. What? It's up to you.
Where are our minds going for this podcast?
I mean, we're not saying we're just
we're just putting it out there, right? Sometimes
the best, we
might be coming up with $1 million idea right now.
You never know. It could be a niche.
Sell those in Adam and Eve.
Hold it real quick. Copyright of the Tuesday podcast. All right, just had to put that quick copyright on there in case somebody decides.
Trademark pending.
I tell you what,
circle
these donas.
Yeah, you're still eating them.
They got better over time.
Yeah, your 2 are gone.
Would you
Nick,
say
you'll get them next time?
Would you say at this point they're an acquired taste? Can anybody
remember?
Can anybody just dig into the donas, or do you?
I think so.
You think so?
I mean,
dude, I feel like the older
if you do not want to, then you do not have to.
Then donas do it. Yeah.
We're in a donuts don't tell scenario.
Oh, that was a zinger. That was a zinger, Pat. Nice.
Yeah.
And good for one.
It turns into glue.
At the very end?
Yeah, maybe that's why there's no GH in there, because just turns right to nas.
This NOS. Donas have internal structure. Just
it's.
I can feel it on my gums.
Like it's gumming me.
It's thick. Yeah. They couldn't afford the GH, exactly, Pat. They just straight to the DONOS.
It's
don't not touch it, okay?
That's
not for you.
What I was going to say is I feel like as we get older, the first bite is always not like we determine too much on the first bite. There's so much new stuff that I taste, and I'm like, ugh. And then I'll like if it's a drink or like it's eating something, I'll take a few more bites, and it's like, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought. I guess that first bite was just kind of caught me off guard.
First bite is definitely the weirdest, but the first cut is Definitely the deepest.
Always.
Well,
ouch, my heart. My heart.
it's true love right there.
Quick question. So we're going to talk about that. Is there a food now that you used to eat a lot that, like, you go to, like, let's say there's a food that you used to eat all the time. Like, for me, it was honey buns. I loved honey buns. I stopped eating them. I go to eat a honey bun, and I was just like, ugh. Like, I can't eat them. Like, they're way too sweet.
Yeah.
Like, is there a certain...
They're wet.
And they're wet. Yeah, they're, like, very moist.
Wet.
Yeah.
Like, is there a certain food that you guys, like...
Yeah, I think mine is Swiss cake rolls. Like, I used to eat Swiss cake rolls all day, every day, like in high school.
You were a Swiss cake
And now
eater.
it's just like,
Yeah.
I really, man, I enjoy lots of food, so I don't know.
I'll tell you another one, Skittles. Skittles just don't do it for me like they used to.
I don't like
I
Skittles
used to
that much,
love Skittles. Like, I used to eat, especially the tropical ones. I had some the other day, and I was like, ugh. Like, it's too much. Like, my palate has switched, man. But yeah, honey buns are so disappointing now. They're just super, super sugary, and like you said, Joe,
I wonder
just
if they
wet.
changed it. I
Like,
wonder
you
if it
open up
just-
the package, and then it's just instant moisture. Like, what is happening?
When did wetness become freshness?
Exactly.
Oh, it's not fresh. You gotta get wetter than that.
Yeah,
Let's make it a little wetter.
No, yeah, back in the day,
I'm
it
trying
was,
to think of when that-
the drier the better, or we used to say it's rich.
What
That
do we
was-
used to say? The drier the better.
That's not what we said at all.
at the
Is that a
beginning.
saying we threw around all the
beginning.
time?
It really
That's right,
wasn't.
man.
No, I don't know where that came from. That's,
That's what we used to say, though.
oh man, that's exactly.
That's like dust. That's great. God, what's this, sand? God.
You know what I
It's
mean?
terrible.
You know
I
what
love it.
I was trying to be
These are-
quippy,
these
but it
still
didn't
in
work.
date?
That one didn't work.
Nick,
Yeah.
Nick, you take a bite of some good cake, and you're like, "Oh, that's too moist." No, the drier the better.
Hand me
That's
that
what
one.
We used to say.
Hand me that one. Yeah. No,
That's what we used to say.
It's
Drier
not
the-
what we used to- All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. I'm out.
I mean, what we used to say
They gave me the light.
back in the day.
That's my time. I'm out. That's not what we said. It's not what I meant. What I meant is, no, I don't know what I was saying.
I mean, you said what you said,
I'm embarrassed.
and what you said
The
was
drier is the better.
what we used to say back in the day was the drier the better.
Oh, you put me on blast. I don't know what to say anymore. You got me. I'm on blast.
I mean, there are a lot of things that should be dry, like a towel should be dry. The drier the towel, the better, right?
There you go. There you go.
That's true, right? The drier the foot, the better the foot, right? You don't want a wet foot.
The drier the
Because you'll get
hair
trench
before
foot.
you go outside in the cold, the better.
Yep, and the drier the hair, the better that is. Like,
Right.
let me think. What else?
Thank you.
Champagne.
There you go.
The drier the champagne.
Gotta have the dry champagne. I was going to say, we would say that cake is rich. The texture it's a rich texture, but
If it was dry,
I'm embarrassed.
Hey, oh my God.
You know what, Pat?
you don't want a wet cake, guys.
Y'all like
you
moist
actually
cake?
don't. No. Tres leches? No, thank you. I'll pass on that.
What? I'll drink that.
You like Tres leches?
Fire.
Yeah, that's how you. That's
Fire.
pretty much.
That was the best cake on the market.
That's how you're going to consume it. You're definitely going to
Please,
put that
bro.
cake in a cup, right? Because that is a
Hey,
wet.
I can tell you
cake.
right now, you're disrespecting my old race.
Your previous.
My previous race.
Wait a minute. You're disrespecting your old race. You're the
I
one.
mean, you're straight disrespecting my previous race.
Hold
And I don't
on,
know
bro.
how I feel about it.
You're disrespecting your race. You're the one that
No,
disowned him. Like, come on.
You're
what are you doing?
disrespecting my dad's race, and I don't like it.
Oh, that's your dad.
I'm pissed. It wasn't until
so you really like Tres leches? Like you really love it?
hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah.
Really?
It's super. It's the best cake, dude. It's the best cake.
man.
3 milks, please give me 3 milks in
Oh,
cake.
Pat, have you ever had Tres leches?
Put them in my mouth.
I don't think so.
Man,
3 milk cake.
it's a wet cake, Pat. It
is, but
it's
that's-
not,
see?
it's not bad, but man, it's a more that's a drink.
So we don't want to go down the path
Can you
of talking
fit?
about
Can you
things.
put icing
Listen,
on wet cakes?
no, yeah, you do. It's very good icing too, but you don't want to go down the path of things that are wet or better. So we're going to leave that out.
I never said that. I never said that.
I'm saying let's stay on the dry thigh guy.
You know,
I mean, a slip and slide is better wetter.
That's true. That's true. We are going to go down this route, I guess.
I guess we're going.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
An
else
apple,
is better
nice
wetter?
juicy apple. The wetter the apple, the better the apple.
True. This is true.
Yeah.
Lettuce.
Yeah.
No, who doesn't love wet lettuce? That's terrible. You want your lettuce wet? Hey, can you put a
Yeah, you
little
gotta
water on
clean
here?
your lettuce before you
Yeah, but you don't. You let it dry, don't you? I mean, you just throw it in there.
Okay, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed anymore.
Shh.
This.
I mean, I ain't never. Yeah.
Hey, this weight has
Don't
been
worry,
shifted. Continue, Joe. Continue.
I'll pull you out, Nick.
Hey, you don't dry. You just water your lettuce.
That's like, excuse me.
The 3 times that I've cooked in my life, Joel.
This lettuce you put in my burger,
it's a little bit dry.
I'm gonna need you to put some water on that.
Every time he gets it, he opens it, he puts his finger in the water, and just like,
That's good. That's good right there. That's it. Mm-hmm. Can you bring me a cup of water? I need to wet up this lettuce.
The wetter the lettuce, the better the lettuce.
Lettuce dry.
You just gotta dap it down.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to use your shirt if you ain't got a napkin.
Just pat it. Just give it a nice pat.
What's it?
Oh, easy.
No nipples on the podcast.
This podcast almost rated TMA. Stop it.
We've already had
nipples. Nipples on men are just
explicit.
They're just weird body buttons. Just sitting there for no reason.
Some ordered bigger ones than others.
Some definitely do. I will say it might have changed color over the past couple of years.
Sometimes they fade.
I think they are fading into nothing. Asher's, my son's so white that his are pink. You just see little nubs. He ain't got no areola.
Oh man.
Some get gradient.
That's true.
Some expand and stretch over time too. You know.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if we're being honest, some are better wetter.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay.
I love a good water
I'm down with
nipple.
better wetter joke.
So I mean,
like a good old water nipple, just
like a wet nipple.
I almost wore it. I was gonna wear a wife beater like we were talking about, and I had this LeBron jersey I was gonna put on. Mm-hmm. It's a snakeskin one, like Mamba, right?
Take it easy.
I look like fat, I look like a fat. I look crazy, like like this snake just ate. And this I didn't chew either. Just
python,
throating stuff.
Just straight down. Yeah.
So I was sitting here like this, and because it's shiny and stuff, I was just like, oh god, it'd be like if
a museum piece.
I don't know, it was just odd. Like, it just did not look well. I was trying to flex. I was like, I gotta do something. I'm gonna fix something. It just couldn't work well, man. Yeah. I ran to the jersey issue where the purple one looked great. This one did not look that well.
Right.
It did not look well.
Right. Well, here's what we do, man. We're gonna get it off and we're gonna put it back on. And I do mean the jersey. I'm not talking about the weight. So.
Gotta get it off. You gotta clarify.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it off.
I just said we're gonna.
I know. It was good. I know.
We're gonna put it on, and I'm talking about the
second there where my mind went.
Well, maybe we should start making up slogans every week.
Pat's still thinking about wet nipples over here, so that's where his mind is.
Oh my god! You guys are getting us kicked off the airwaves.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna get excommunicado.
We get canceled. I can't believe he talked about wet nipples on the podcast.
It's just disgusting, boys. True. They're just terrible. I used to like the podcast.
Who does that? I wouldn't. Sometimes, do you ever do stuff just to see? Like, do you ever take a baby wipe and just wipe your face to see how dirty it is? Like, oh, it's dirty.
Yeah. Oily.
Right?
You'd be surprised how oily our faces are. Like, it's pretty wild.
You think? Like, I clean.
This is men.
Huh? You think that's just dudes?
Well,
I think dudes don't take care of their faces as good as females that wear makeup all the time and have to clean it. And
I think that it's the opposite. I think makeup probably causes a lot more issues than having actual skin.
Do you have a face brush in your shower that you use?
Does this face look like it needs a brush to you?
I'm just saying.
I have a face comb.
Well, you naturally
Katie's got a brush, just like a face brush. Yeah. And I was like, the other day I was in the shower and I was like, what the.
Yeah. Gotta brush your face. You gotta brush your face.
Like the silicone ones? You like the silicone ones? You talking about that?
No, it's like bristles. Oh. But it's like got little ridges in it. Oh, it's weird. I wish I had it.
Seems uncomfortable.
It's I mean it feels very beneficiary.
Feels prickly.
After you brush your face, you're like, thank God I did that.
Yeah. It's 100% well
done. Like there's benefits to it, but
should you brush your face 100 times a day like your hair?
Yes.
I don't brush
Nick,
my hair.
do you brush your skin? Nick, is there a bald brush?
You know what?
Like a skin brush.
Do you have?
No, I'm not
like,
being
this
mean. No, stop. No,
I
wait.
have a true question.
Wait, maybe it's like Nick. So maybe how some brushes are hard. Maybe yours has got like satin, the satin combs.
What am I brushing, bro?
Your skin. You got to take care of your
Like
skin.
condoms.
No.
You don't think they don't really have ball brushes? I'm looking at that.
Have you,
What are
Nick?
we
Have you ever
brushing?
tried?
Am I brushing my dreams? Like,
Your skin, like you're
Nick,
just
have you-
phantom brushing.
Have you ever
know how
tried
crazy that
these
would
razors?
What's up, y'all? What's good? Hey, just brushing it out real quick. You feel me?
What if you had like a
bald-
glove? It's like a dog glove.
You know what?
See bald brushes. Oh look, Nick, they do.
No, but
fun?
serious
Listen.
question, Nick. Serious question.
Okay.
Have you ever used those like 2-finger like electric razors that they have now? That's like you
No,
can
they-
just go over your skin.
They don't work that well for me.
Oh,
They don't-
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this, Nick.
I've always wondered if those things work as good as they say they do.
For some, it's a commercial thing. I can't. What is it? Oh,
Baldy's buffer.
Baldy's buffer. Let's see.
Baldy's buffer. It
Are-
says, "Fun time Baldy's buffer hairbrush. Hairbrush for follically challenged. Bald men can proudly buff up." Listen, bald men can proudly buff up their bald patch as part of their daily routine. Baldy's buffer is a wooden paddle brush with a special buffering patch. So, like, does that mean it shines it for you? Like, it shines it up? Like, you can just shine, like,
I don't like
brush some
shining.
shine on?
I don't.
Oh, yeah. Well, you could brush some mat on, mat it up.
Yeah, if it mats it up.
Okay, here you go. Listen, here's the description. Get the gleam with this special hairbrush for the follically challenged.
It's a-
Now bald men,
It's a
I already
gag
read
brush.
that, can proudly buff up their bald patch.
Pat, it literally looks like those brushes that women have that have the things that's just there's a missing. It's just the rubber backing. It's the rubber backing.
What is this?
It's a gag gift. It says it at the bottom. Toy gag
Is it
novelty.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
funny hairbrush for bald. Oh, yeah, that one is funny. I thought it was real. I got fooled.
Yeah, they fooled you pretty good. Yeah.
You can get a scalp massager.
Shut up, mother effer.
No, I actually just I wash it like you wash your face. Just keep it clean.
Of course.
keep it pore free, and I don't even use expensive razors. I literally just use Gillette makes a 2 razor. I
mean, that's the best the man can get.
Dude, that's all you need.
and go with the grain, and I'm
It
good
says
for
it.
about 3.5 days, and then I got to do it again. So I just
It says Gillette, the best a man can get.
I was about to say they do not pay me to say this, and they definitely won't after I say this. But I've had like Dollar Shave Club for
I
probably
used it for a while.
7 or 8 years,
For a while.
and they just switched to the 4-blade razor, and it is terrible.
Well,
I mean, their razors aren't the best,
they're actually,
but the 3-blade razors.
the 3 and 4 blade razor are actually a lot worse for your skin than using a single or a double blade.
I know. I've been using triple
Yeah.
blades because they're $5 a month.
It's true. So I would recommend getting a single or a double. I mean, yeah, the stubble will come back a lot faster, but it's a lot easier on the skin, and you'll get less razor irritation.
Oh,
And that is a science informative moment. No, I think they sell single razors too. I think they sell.
I don't.
variety
Let me
razors.
see. If they do, I need to change my plan.
Look at Joel over there just stroking his stubble, thinking about.
Tell me
different
more about
razors.
this beard
Joe
stuff.
doesn't have to shave right now.
Joel's just a master of facial
Facial hair body.
complexities because he can everything he pulls it off gracefully. Single mustache, it's a go. Stubble
Your
Joel,
mustache is good,
It's
though.
a go. It's coming. I've been using my minoxidil on a regular basis. This is all coming. This is coming in. It's starting to look nice. I'm starting to even out with the baldies. So we're getting there. We're looking good.
Yeah,
We're looking good
for sure.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
happy.
it's.
with it.
I think our mustaches match our eyebrows.
They do thin.
Yours do, mine do, right?
Yeah. Thin and in. I've always had the
Yeah,
natural.
but definitely, that's 100% accurate. Like our mustaches are exactly the same.
True. That's true.
Look at Pat. Look at you. You got
With the-
just eyebrow.
with the
guy.
subtle thickness.
My
Pat, if
eyebrows
we
are white
listen,
because
so
I
let's say,
trim my eyebrows when I get my hair cut.
so I get the tattoo. Live for the he, die for the he. Nick does the Nick goes full turtle.
Good in the cul-de-sac.
With the cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac. Yeah.
Sorry, cul-de-sac. Pat,
Yep.
you rock the pinner for a whole year, like tight, up, over, down. Like you're squaring that girl up. Like
I'll do it.
When you walk in the
You gotta
door,
do it.
John B.
When you walk in the door, I want to hear, heard about my past, things I used to do. Every time you walk in, I'm going to play that song just for you.
Every time you walk by black girls, their boyfriends grab their hands.
They're going to be like,
oh, he's one of them white boys. Nah.
That's a white boy.
Yeah.
What's the new trend?
Like, straighten my hair out and get it.
I got me a white boy on my roster. He feeding me plenty of pasta. He's like, how you doing, baby?
That's
I
right,
said, I'm
Pat.
fine, thank you, girl.
Pat, you going to be on somebody's roster. You
lined up.
Rock that thin thing. You know what I'm saying? Get it in. Do it.
Get it in. Rock that thin.
There you go.
It's thick
That's
right
a new
here.
trend right there.
Like, in order to thin it, you got to cut into this, don't you?
Nah, you can taper it down.
You gotta come
just taper it down. Just go taper, and then boom, then you taper off, and then it's thin.
Okay,
thinned out.
So, quarterback, center.
Yeah, quarterback sneak.
No, I'm just kidding. So, okay, last question, then we'll go.
Okay.
If there was one thing that you could change about yourself, what would it be? And it can't be teeth.
Yeah. Why would you say that, Joel?
Because I know what you're going to say.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I know. So I say. So like, let's say it has to be something deeper than that. You know.
I got a good one. Legs. I wish for a little bit thicker legs.
Okay. How about that? Okay. Let's say okay.
Yeah.
And let's say let's take physical out.
Okay.
Like maybe something you struggle with as a person, or like you could change. Like maybe someone's someone we know lies a lot or something. They just can't stop.
Oh, I
got
a good one. I got a good one.
We know who that is.
I'll go last. But I got a good one. But I'll go last this time.
Oh, you go first.
No, I always go first. Pat, you can go first.
I'm going to say
my teeth.
No.
We're talking personality, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
like something that you should look there. I was kidding.
I'm going back and forth. I'm gonna give two, just because. Like, one is my I don't want to get I'm not gonna say my ADHD, because I feel like that's a big asset to the career that I have. I think that like temperament, I lose my shit fairly quickly, and I wish I could just control it. It's more of a, not like go crazy losing your shit, like just I'll yell, and then right after it happens, I'm like, wow, like that reaction did not suit the
I understand. I feel you on that. Yeah,
and I do it a lot with the kids more so.
That's a tough one right there.
Yeah,
and I'm the same.
Yeah, and I think like and I immediately, even if it's justified, I feel terrible because I'm supposed to be a better example than that, and I just can't. Like, I tell myself every time I do it, I'm like, you're not going to do this again. I need to learn from this, and I'll do it tomorrow. And it just
that's definitely a good one there too. I agree, and that's a struggle too that I have. I think that's definitely a good one. I mean, being controlling response,
self-control,
self-control. I mean, and it sucks to say that I lack that sometimes, and a lot of times I do.
Yeah.
And it's
like,
weird.
I speak before I think sometimes, and it puts me in a position where I'm like, damn.
It's weird because I don't have that problem in like my professional life.
For sure. No, for sure.
But I have that problem in my personal life.
It's different.
It's like the more I care, the more.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Why would you? Why would? Yeah, I mean, stuff happens at work all the time, and it just rolls right off. But the other stuff, it's like, oh shoot, I wish that I could carry through all the times. I wish I could keep the same temperament that I have. You know how you can control yourself a lot when you first meet people? Like you're like, don't be an idiot. Don't do this. You're very cognizant of everything you're saying and doing. Like, I wish I could carry that through all the time. Towards everybody all the time. Because I think it's easy just to lose sight of just being kind sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess.
Definitely.
Because I get frustrated a lot. I get irritated. And sometimes, even though I don't know, I think that I wish I could be more like outwardly expressively touchy, maybe, I guess, with in some ways. Not, I mean, I am. It's easy. I don't know, not like that, but just more. I'm trying to think of the words to say, like sometimes I just sit to myself, like, I mean, I'm all engaged and all involved, but to be more, I don't know, maybe
like proactive in that engagement, or
yeah, but more. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Or have a deeper connection to the engagement, right? Because that's
like
you can be engaged, but you don't necessarily have a connection to that engagement, right? Because it becomes routine after a while. Because like you said at the very beginning, it's exciting, it's new, everything's great, and that engagement is still there, but you start to lose a bit of that connection, over time.
Just trying to be more direct, more purposeful,
more affluent.
And being more like diligent about it, trying to be more focused on it.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like you get stuck in like a routine?
No, I think sometimes I just get stuck in my own head.
Yeah,
and not like in a bad way.
Yeah,
where I just
that's real.
Think about other stuff, and not thinking about like just being there at the moment.
Yeah,
that's real. No, that's good.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good. That's good.
Come down to Golden Corral this Thursday for Throatin' Thursday.
Throat Thursday.
And make sure that those pockets are deep as well as the throats. No. For me, and it's crazy that you brought this up, because I was in a situation at work yesterday that just really bothered me. I wish there was times where I could truly not care about stuff.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Like, there's just, sometimes I want stuff to be able to just, I see it coming, I deal with it, and then I don't care. I've learned to have a healthy respect for people who, quote unquote, don't give a F. You know what I mean? And stick to that. Like, sometimes I wish there was a switch where I could I don't care nothing about that. And truly mean it, right? And in some ways.
It's hard though, man. Like, I hear you. Like, I hear you there.
Yeah.
I just think that I think it says a lot more when you're like, dang man, how does he control himself, or how does he care so much, or how come he doesn't just lose his crap,
Yeah.
I mean, I think
I've just learned to have a respect for people that can do that. Now, I'm not saying a-hole, like, I'm not saying at all, but I just truly, when they say they don't care, everything about them, you can tell. Oh yeah, they can just let it go. My wife is very good at not giving a crap about stuff, and it drives me nuts because I'm like, how do you not? But I can respect the fact that she's sincere and she's real and she's honest about when she says, I don't care nothing about that, and I'd be like, dang, okay, well, I feel like a fool because I'm like, oh my god, but what if, and she's like, okay, and so, and I'm like, dang, I wish I could do that sometimes, right? But I take
offense to stuff like that. Like, I'm like, your eyes cold, man. Easy.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm the most what's called person, but
no, and I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, but I feel there's a benefit to being able to be that way, and you can maybe guard yourself a little bit better by having some of those traits. Not when you need it, I would guess. Like, if you could use it as a tool, but then truly use it as a tool, as opposed to.
But are you speaking in the sense of like, if something happens, like a week later, still bothering you?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't live there.
Yeah, like you don't, Joel. You don't. Like, I know you don't.
No,
like,
I don't live there.
You're in the moment, and then it's gone. Me, I'll still be thinking about that thing. Like, I'll be honest. Like, what happened at work? I was up till 2:00 in the morning, just in my head, like, why do I care so much about this? Like, I need to let it go. But it's just like, and it might be another week, and it might just come back around again. I'm like, oh, there it is again. Like, I just want to be able to say, I don't care. It's done. I'm done with it, and we're moving on. You know what I mean? That's one of my big personal pet peeves to myself. Like, dude, just let it go, and then it won't bother you. So,
do you ever think about things that happened like years ago, and you're like,
no,
you're like, man, see, I'll have stuff come in my head
because I'll be honest with you. You guys know I lost 4 family members. And I don't know if it's because I haven't allowed myself to grieve, but I don't find myself, like, when I'm by myself thinking about that. Like, my dad's gone, and and I loved him and missed him, but and maybe I just haven't gotten to the point to where it's hit me yet, right? But I also feel bad. But I feel bad about that too, because I'm like, at some point in time, it needs to happen. But but I just,
I mean, I think
you're strong in your faith, and that's a lot. That has a lot to do with how you grieve, I think.
That over time, I mean, most people, I mean, you see it every day. Like, It's good, and people use it in a good and a bad way, right?
Yeah.
Like when they say examples, like or you see it on TikTok. It's like today everybody's crying, but tomorrow they just move forward. You know, but I don't mean it like that. But
it's just I'll get sad. I'll get sad, but
true.
It's not.
True,
it doesn't like when they're like my grandmother. Y'all know I loved, and y'all love my grandmother. Like loved her to death. Like. You know, her birthday's coming up in June. Well, this week, as a matter of fact, you know, June 19th. And, you know, I'm going to miss her, but it's not going to ruin my whole day. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, I just can't go to work today. And maybe I'm just not there. You know what I mean? Also, I'll be sad. I'll be thinking about her because I miss her, but I'm not to the point to where it's like I can't go to work. I just can't get out of bed. Like, I don't know.
I'll tell you this story. Like when my grandfather passed away.
Rest in peace.
And like everybody was crying, and I just didn't feel the need to cry.
Yeah.
And I still don't know why, but I chalked it up at the time, and I still to this day chalk it up to working in the healthcare system and working in the ER and being surrounded by death so much.
True.
And like in that system, I don't know that I even learned. I taught myself to be more appreciative of the time that you had as opposed to the time that you're going to miss type situation. And like I cried once, I think, after when he passed away, and it did like you. It bothered me for a long time. Of like, did he not mean as much as I thought he did to me? Right. It's like in reality, having inner conversations with myself and talking with people, I came to the realization is like, no. It's like we all have our different ways of grieving and your life experiences and your belief system. Yeah. And your how strong your faith is comes into play a lot with that.
Agreed. Man, Joel, good way to end it, sir. Good questions, man. Good, awesome questions.
I just had to know.
I would say, man, that's another successful.
Dang, Joel.
Another successful podcast. Put that in the books. Understand?
This Thursday.
Yeah, because we know where we're going. Because tomorrow's Thursday, and we is hungry. Right? We're gonna go down and go around and throw something.
We're throwing in an extra 4 donuts.
Yeah,
Asher and me are the only people that love a good buffet.
Listen, man. You know what I miss? I miss. Y'all remember Western Sizzling back in the day?
Yes.
Oh, you should throw down a good old China buffet. A good old.
There's got to be like one. There's got to be one.
What was Golden Corral's competitor? What was
Ryan's?
Ryan's.
Ryan's. Yeah.
Ryan's.
I don't think Shoney's wasn't a buffet.
Shoney's it was. Oh, Shoney's was a nice buffet.
Shoney's. Heck yeah, Shoney's was nice. Hey, Shoney's are the best, man, the best.
Welcome to Shoney's. Will you be seating 1 or 2?
I pull out the Shoney's.
What was
I leave skid mark.
Every time.
Hey, the other day, listen, I'll tell you the story. The other day, I was wearing, I started off wearing my underwear one way, and then something happened, and I flipped them inside out and didn't realize it, and I was wearing them the other way. I had stains on both sides. There was no free. It was weird. Like I ruined the exterior.
First of all, man. The word skid mark makes me laugh so hard.
Oh man,
it's like it's just scream.
Hey, do you think about it though? You know, when you hit those booty brakes, it freaking breaks the barrier. But
hey,
yeah, so I wore them inside out in there.
Because at that point, Pat, you got to do what? Strap on your goggles and get ready to ride. Get ready to ride the old brown highway.
You gotta sit on the throne and just enjoy it. Keep your arms around the vehicle.
Oh man. Yep. But I just wanted you guys to know that. Yep.
Yeah. Well, we thank you for sharing that and sharing it to the rest of the world. If anybody else has that problem, leave a comment down below.
All right, well, just don't wear them the wrong way. Like you can't do that.
Dual skid mark.
You can't. They're not interchangeable. Them draws. They gotta stay. One side's for your goods, the other side's for your pants.
You got some reversible tidy whities.
Inside, outside. Inside, outside. That's it. They can't go outside, inside. Right?
Who said? You know what? Most underwear should be white. Like who thought that when they made underwear?
Well, it's a cheap material. That's why you
No, but that was a joke. They're just like, man, we want to see. We gonna know. We finna know. Make all drawers white. Why? Because I want to know who white.
We gonna find out.
We gonna find out. Stevie, take your drawers down. Go to there. Stevie, man. Oh, you nasty. You nasty, Stevie. Nasty. Look at mine. Clean. Crisp.
Clearly, Stevie got stains from the front to the back. You nasty.
How high your crack go, Stevie?
We gonna start calling you Stevie. Hey, we gonna call you Stevie mid back.
Stevie, you split in the middle.
We got to call you Moses because you parting. You parting.
Ugh, gross. Like a taco man. Ugh.
Change your nickname to Joe Burrito. All right, with that,
yep.
we're going to run into our shameless plugs. We've had a great time. We'll go ahead and get you started with Pat, man. Pat, run them up. What's good?
As always, at Tuesday on all social media and youtube.com/Tuesday. If you want to check out the website, eventually we'll have some shirts and merch up. It's Tuesday.com, CHWSDY.com. And anybody that asks on YouTube how to pronounce the podcast, it is Tuesday because I don't know how to say Tuesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Tuesday Patrick.
That's right. Joe, it's on you, buddy.
You can find me on TikTok. I think it's Jing Shame, POU Joe. You can also catch me on the Facebook, Joe Reyes, and you can also get me on Instagram. I think it's I don't know what my Instagram. What's my Instagram, Nick?
Your J Jinx.
Your J Jinx.
Your J Jinx.
Yeah,
Your
man.
J Jinx.
Have a good time.
You also have a fitness page that people aren't too aware of, man. Joe Reyes Fitness.
Yeah, I ain't been on that in a hot minute.
So we're gonna get back on there, buddy. We're gonna get back on that. All right, you can catch me on TikTok at Nick Clemency Comedy. You can catch me on Instagram at Rick Dynasty 1. You're the real Juan Hogan on Twitter, and then of course you can catch me on YouTube and also Spotify. Right, Pat? We're on Spotify.
Yep.
What other platforms are we also on? So we got Spotify,
Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music.
Whoa, Amazon Music.
Whoa.
All major podcasts.
All major podcasts, all major areas. So you can catch us. Just type in Tuesday and get ready to laugh and have a good time. Summertime's coming up, so we got some content coming. We're excited about that.
I'll tell you what I just did.
What'd you do?
I just fused your heads. Like I was like staring at one point, and your guys' heads went together, and you turned into a white Morgan Freeman.
All right, like, listen up.
It was like, you know how you put your nose to something?
Yeah.
And you pull it away really slow?
Morgan Freeman.
I don't know how. Somehow I went cross-eyed. And I think how they got fixed back to normal. I hope it's on camera because they were like crazy.
Well, with that being said, we're going to now turn it over to Joe Reyes for the last few words before we turn it off.
You know, remember this, that people, you could be bad to me, but I'm going to be mean to you. Mean to you. Because I'm bad to the bone with our still.
And with that, that's the Tuesday podcast. Catch us next time. We miss you guys, and we'll see you soon. Later, much.